James Nelson reporting from the streets of Darby, Pennsylvania. I'm just playing. Okay, so good. I'm sorry.
Do you know what I even thought was cool is like when you were talking to me and like I would ask you a question and you would like answer it. Like I thought that was nice too. Like it's kind of like an interview. Of course, like not this, but you know, like were I to dress up or were you to have someone sitting in there with you?
Yes, Bethany. That's.
You know, like me asking questions. It doesn't have to be me. It can be your lady.
You can. It can be you, please. Let it be you.
Okay, so I'm saying it could be anyone, and you know, like you can have me ask like more questions, or I can just sit there and ask questions, like, well, what do you mean by this, or whatever, and you talk to me.
Yeah, I probably like that better, because whenever I look in the camera, it's kind of a weird thing. So I will look in the camera, and I will try to start. Hi, my name is James Nelson. This is my first YouTube video, and it's really about something that is near and dear to me. First, I think it's important for everybody listening to know that a little bit about me. Every single day I wake up in the morning and go to my drawer. I think about the best decision I ever made. I think about a time when I was 20 years old in college at an Ivy League school, one of the best in the nation, in the country, and I got some news that that forever changed my life. I found out that my girlfriend was pregnant and was expecting. Immediately, things changed for me. I had to make a decision. What am I going to do? I got married. I had my son, and my son was born the first week of my junior year in college. And the decision I made was a simple decision for me. It was a decision to invest in my future. It was a decision to continue going to school, not to drop out, to focus on getting the best grades that I could possibly get so that I could provide a foundation for my son, for my wife, for my family. Walking down the main walk at college was interesting because at that moment I was different. I wasn't just your typical college student. I was a man with a family, a man with a job after school, closing down TGI Fridays at midnight. I was also a man on welfare. That was a difficult decision for me to make. But it was a decision that I think is the best one that I could have possibly made. And how and why did I make that decision? Looking back, it's easy. My parents, my mentors, the people of my church, they taught me the importance of thinking long term, of not thinking about what's right in front of you, but thinking about not how I can get a job, pay rent, get a car in the near term, but how I could transform the lives of my family by building up a foundation that would be so strong that there was no limit to the amount of money that I could make. Today, there are tons of people, tons of young adults making tough decisions. It may not be a decision to go on welfare or not to go on welfare. It may be a decision to get a credit card in college. It may be a decision on how do I finance my education when my parents can't afford to pay for it. It may be a decision on should I buy this fancy luxury car right out of school or not. It may be a decision. There's just tons of decisions that we make every single day. And if you don't have a mentor like I had to help you think about the long-term impact of your decisions, it could be disastrous. We hear about it every day. People, bankruptcy rates going up, savings rates going down. We hear about it every day, how the financial security for Americans is going down the tubes. Social Security is going away, pension plans non-existent. This story here is a story also of a person who should be mentoring other people, and I'm not. Each one, teach one. So, for me, my challenge to anyone listening to this video, my first YouTube video, is this. If you live, actually, it doesn't matter where you live. No matter where you live, if you've been blessed enough to make good decisions, if you've had mentors that have enabled you to have a different type of perspective on life, I encourage you to please go find a way to mentor. My goal is to reach the families in the Philadelphia school district, to drum up more than 1,000 mentors, 1,000 people willing to go into the schools that are underfunded, to volunteer their time, their energy, to help kids who need it, to help kids who are sitting outside thinking about what their life is going to be like and unsure how to make decisions. Help these kids that are going to be raising our grandkids. Help these kids because they need it. Thank you. I went way off.